Hi everyone, welcome to Masters Lanterns Ministries. I'm Brother Chad. Today I don't have a Bible study to present, but rather a ministry update. I wanted to let people know what's going on with the ministry and what's been going on, why I haven't been posting many videos lately. Now just recently I posted the last Sunday school I had taught for March, and I know it was a couple months late. So there's been some questions, what's been going on? Well, today I'm going to fill in all the gaps. In early March, my dad passed away. It was a huge mess. There was all kinds of trouble we had been through, and here we are in late August, today the 26th of August. And we're still dealing with this mess from his estate and things going on with the banks. It's been very troublesome. So at the, I got through teaching March. I had April off. But by the time April had gotten there, I had been having some problems with one particular person in the church that I was attending. And every time I would post something online on my Facebook, if it was in any way critical of particular pop teachers or of the Southern Baptist Convention, which the church I was going to was part of the Southern Baptist Convention, all of a sudden, I was receiving messages from one person on my messenger inbox, and it became one big mess. I mean, it got to where I felt like I couldn't post anything because this person was going to be picking a fight with me on my inbox. And the funny part was, this person would pick a fight with me, and they would insinuate things like I didn't know how to do my research. But oftentimes, or at least each time, I was able, each time this happened, I was able to give 2 or 3 examples of this person not doing their research. And it was just quite comical to me. And finally, I told this person I had a problem with them because they seemed to have no discernment whatsoever. And they seemed to have a problem with me because I had no discernment. And maybe they had a problem with me teaching Sunday school. And it was one big mess. So finally, I did some prayerful thinking, and I went into scripture, and what it boiled down to was this was going to get bigger. I could see it coming. This was going to cause a big major issue, and instead of me letting it get into something bigger, and it was all just a bunch of hogwash anyway, I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to quit the church. And at first I thought maybe I was the problem, but I sent screenshots of the entire conversation to different friends of mine that are ministers on the internet, that I've met on the internet. One of them pastors a church in Alabama, one in Wyoming, one in Arkansas. And I kept getting the same types of feedback. I am not the problem. This person has issues. This other person has issues. So they encouraged me not to quit the church, but rather to take this stuff public. And I thought about it, and it was like, you know what? It's not going to matter. Because at the end of the day, people are going to side with this other person anyway. They're not going to care what the truth is. So I just humbly and quietly bowed out. The entire month of May, I didn't even teach. I just showed videos, a video series I have on missions. And then on the last Sunday, I had to leave to get on a train right after Sunday school. So I read a farewell letter. There wasn't a dry eye in the Sunday school class. Gave a few copies of it to people at the church. Said, here, give this to the pastor, this to the deacons, and here's another spare copy if anyone has questions. And it laid everything out. So I left, got on a train, and I went down to Missouri for my first trip down there for vacation, for a sabbatical, a time to regather myself after losing my dad. And I hadn't been down there for 22 years. The last time I was down there, I was 14 years old. It was for my grandmother's funeral. Well, my third day there, I'm just waking up. My cousin Mikey walks in the house. Me and him haven't seen each other in, probably about 17, 18 years. Me and him made plans to hang out for the next 3 days. Just me and him. Catch up, talk about our dads, because he had lost his dad about a year before I lost mine. About 2 hours later, his sister is walking in the door. I was staying at her house. He had a stroke. So for the next 5 days or so, I was just sitting around the house worrying myself sick. Is he going to be okay? I did a lot of praying, some Bible reading. Didn't want to leave the house just in case something happened. Went up to the hospital because they decided they were going to pull the respirator that was breathing for him. They expected him to live. They were hoping he wouldn't live for an hour because he was an organ donor. And after 1 hour, there's nothing they can do. They can't, there's too much oxygen lost to the organs. So, needless to say, I thought it was going to be a 1-day trip. It ended up being like a 4-day trip. And I stayed at that hospital day and night. We took breaks only to go out to get something to eat, which it was always fast food. Finally, we did go to a Walmart. Picked up, some clothes to wear so I could at least take a shower there. And finally, I couldn't handle it. I ended up going back to my cousin's house because I was ready to crack. That night, there was a big family argument with my cousin's kids, and I went to sleep, and the next morning I woke up and I rushed out of the bedroom and I looked around and I called for my cousin. No one answered. I had her daughter check, or actually no, her daughter had called, came in the room, and I asked her if she could call her mom and check on her, see how everything's going. Her daughter informed me they were on their way back, that my cousin Mikey had passed. So now I had taken this 3-week sabbatical, and I had 1 week left, and the next 5 days it was all about arranging the funeral and getting all that prepared. And that's pretty much what I did for those next 5 days. I was there with my family, trying to help make funeral arrangements, getting music and stuff prepared for it. And it was a very difficult time. I went down there to get a rest after losing my dad suddenly. And then all of a sudden I lose my cousin Mikey. And I was always closer with Mikey than most of my other cousins. Well, all my other cousins, I was probably closest with him. And then I came back. We came back June 14th, June 15th. And surprise! It's my birthday, the 17th, which is when my family went back to Missouri. They drove me back up here to Illinois. And then earlier this month, my other cousin, her son was a veteran. He suffered from PTSD, and there was some other problems going on with him. He went to a park here in town. He made a post on Facebook saying goodbye to everyone, and he committed suicide. He ate a bullet. Very difficult for me. So if you're wondering why I haven't posted many videos, it's because in this time I've basically shut down the ministry, and I have been very quiet. I've been wanting to take some time to pray, to seek scriptures, to feed. I've been feeling so spiritually weak lately. Many of you know this. You've talked to me on Facebook. On the bright side, I am planning, hopefully, if the Lord allows it, I'll be relocating my ministry down to Missouri and starting a church. But we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, that's the update of everything that's been going on. I've still been doing my local evangelism, Bible giveaways, stuff like that. Finally, the air conditioner kicks on. But yeah, I just thought I'd give a quick little update on things that have been going on. It's been really rough. But you know, the grace of God is seeing me through it. And I've had some amazing friends, some from the Philippines. I was introduced to a family by my friend on Facebook, Neil. And he has introduced me to his wife's family in the Philippines. And they are just amazing people. And now they've lost their dad. So I'm able to relate to them through that, and hopefully I've been able to minister a little grace and compassion and just show them the love of Christ. So I am looking to get back into the games. I'm looking to get back on that saddle. I've been wanting to do some more teaching, some more preaching. So we'll see how that goes. I just ask you guys to be patient with me. I am going to be trying to post. I will be posting a short video, or a video again here in a few minutes. I'm going to record it. But I just wanted to say thank you. I ask for you to continue to pray for me and also for the ministry. And I'm just going to leave it at that. And I wanted to say I love you, and I thank you all. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to email us. masterslanterns@gmail.com is the email address. You can also find us on YouTube, Facebook. We're looking to expand into bitchute, and also I think it's called Me or MeWe. It's another social media thing. It's similar to Facebook. Let me just look up the name for that real quick. Yeah, it is called MeWe. Pretty cool little thing. So Anywho, till next time, I'm Brother Chad. I want to say thank you for watching. Once again, I covet your prayers. I thank you for your prayers. I ask that you would continue to pray for me and my family, and also for the ministry. I'll be seeing you soon, folks. Thank you. Goodbye.